5 minutes to get the decision there in the end, and even then, from what we saw in the studio, the decision was questionable. Don't forget, you can see all the reaction to that on Champions League tonight a little bit later this evening. But let's go back to the game that we were watching, which was the Liverpool game. Liverpool, of course, they did do the business. They made it through, and it was another of those nights, Peter, where it... Oh, by the way, the final whistle has just gone at Tottenham as well. It was one of those nights for Liverpool where it was, as it has been in the Champions League, a decent performance, and they kind of ruined the Ajax spirit a couple of minutes into the second half, didn't they? Yeah,
they crushed them second half. I think first half, Ajax started really well, and Liverpool rode their luck to some degree. For 40 minutes, Liverpool weren't at the best at all, but second half, totally different. They came out, the goal changed the whole dynamic of the game, and they won it quite easily in the end.
I think, yeah, they shattered them in that opening 7 minutes of the second half. Ajax probably would have gone into the half disappointed being a goal down, given the performance they gave in that first 45 minutes. To come out within 7 minutes and concede 2 goals away in which they did is pretty much game's dead and buried. And they're an uphill battle for them for the remainder of 35 minutes.
Yeah, and for Ajax, it looks like the Europa League is the most likely route for them now.
Yeah, it's been a tough campaign for them. You know, Napoli are the informed team in Europe, really. And Liverpool are well versed in this tournament, so they'll be disappointed, but the Europa League will be their best bet now. Yeah, you're right.
And then there were 12 teams through now to the knockout stages in the Champions League this season, and one of them is Liverpool. A good 3-0 win for them this evening against Ajax. On the touchscreen in a moment, we'll take a look at all the goals, and it means that Liverpool and Napoli go head-to-head at Anfield to work out who is going to win that group, and Liverpool need to better the 4-1 win that Napoli had against them at the start of the campaign. How about this, though, this evening? Porto win 4-0 against Club Brugge, which sends Porto through because Atletico Madrid had to win and they missed a penalty right at the end of the game. So Atletico Madrid out of the Champions League, as are Barcelona. Inter Milan won 4-0 earlier this evening in the early kick-off. It meant that Barcelona were out before a ball was even kicked, and they were beaten 3-0 this evening by Bayern Munich. And then, as we've just seen, it finished 1-1 in North London, which means that Tottenham were so close to making it through, but they now have to go to Marseille for the final game in their group, and then it's a winner-takes-all shootout to see who makes it through to the knockout stages in this season's competition. So lots was sorted out this evening. A few things weren't. Let's get some reaction, though, to the game that we covered, Liverpool's brilliant win in Amsterdam. Let's go back there now and hear from a couple of the players. Des.
Andy and Harvey. Andy, a big win. A lot hanging on this game. You've avoided that sort of last group game shootout. Great performance.
Yeah, obviously, the start of the game was a wee bit. We knew they had to win. Everyone knew what the circumstances were in the game, and they've obviously tried to start fast. I don't think we calmed down quick enough, losing too many balls and things like that. But the important thing was we didn't concede and we stayed in the game. I think they had one big chance, but other than that, we managed to, keep it tight. And then it was just about getting the first goal, winning second balls, and Hendo's done unbelievable to pick out Mo. And I think after that goal we really settled down. We started playing our own football, and then second half we really came into our own, and obviously got a massive 3 points. And it's always nice to get through, before the last game.
Harvey, one of the big differences was finishing, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you come away to a stadium like this, you're always going to get limited chances, and it's just about making sure you take them. And I think tonight we were very clinical, as you can see from the scoreline. So yeah, all around good game and good performance.
Yeah, Mo got the first, and Darmian Nunez, well, let's say he messed up the first effort, but he fixed it in the end.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what strikers need to do, to be honest. Just get mistakes or whatever out the way and not dwell on it too much, and that's exactly what he done. And at the end of the day, he got his goal, which is what he deserved. He ran all around the pitch tonight, and got his goal, which is the main thing.
And as Andy said, the confidence began to grow. We haven't forgot your goal, of course. You weren't passing that way.
If you missed, I was there.
Yeah, it's just one of them. Make sure I get a clean strike and accuracy, and thankfully it came in. So my right leg isn't just for standing on, which is good.
You had to respond, as you said. In the second half, you pretty much had control, didn't you?
Yeah, I had control. Darwin was in at half-time, really angry at himself, disappointed at himself for missing that chance. I sat next to him in the change room. I don't know if he understood a word I said, but I said, I'll put a cross in your head and you'll score, no problem. So maybe we need to say that more often. But obviously when he got the second goal, then we just kind of, you know, obviously a 2-goal cushion is always dangerous, but it's always nice as well. And then we followed it up, fantastic goal by Harv, and then I think we were pretty much in control. You know, we started making changes, could rest a couple of people, and you know, the younger lads came on and, you know, done excellent as well. We started controlling the game, and yeah, look, 3-0 at this place, you know, really tough place to come. 3-0, a clean sheet, which is so important for us just now, and yeah, we need to, you know, we're just happy we're through now, last 16, and like you said, with a game to spare.
Well done them. Look, we'll take a look actually at Darwin Núñez's night a little bit later on, because Peter can talk to us just what life is like as a striker when things don't go your way and then you eventually put the ball in the back of the net. No, you eventually put the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, OK, sorry.
Thank you very much. Peter obviously did it less frequently. Not put the ball in the back of the net, made mistakes. Oh, okay. Listen, let's go through the goals, and we'll start with Mo Salah. And before we play this, you know, let's just remind ourselves, as Andy said, you know, at this point, Ajax were looking great, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. And they were the team that you thought were going to go on and get the first goal, and they missed a couple of chances at this point. And you're thinking Liverpool on the ropes a little bit, but it comes down to quality, and his pass is absolutely exquisite. But when you look at it from a defensive point of view, Bassi's gone out there on Núñez. You've got probably one of the most dangerous men in Europe in this position here, centre of the pitch. No one around him, and you, as a defender, you've got to smell the danger. Get yourself across there as quick as possible. I know it happens quick, but you've got to react quickly and you've got to smell the danger before it happens. They don't do that here. But the ball is absolutely phenomenal. But one thing I would say, and I'll be asking questions in the change room after, where are you going? Why are you out here in no man's land? Come in here. You're going to give the forward a decision to make quicker than he would normally in a normal situation. In this situation, Pete, you take a touch, I'm sure, if the keeper's on his line still.
Yeah, without doubt, I don't think he's going to score from there like first time. But the keeper makes his mind up straight away. Salah can see him out the corner of his eye. But having said that, it is a tremendous finish.
I just think on that, Rio, you know, the distance or the angle of which the balls come, the keeper should just let the defenders defend it first. If it was a straight ball, a straight run, then the keeper has to try and make a different decision. I just think the angle it's come on here, keeper's got to let them defend. I mean, yeah.
I love that he's looking. You can see the eyes there looking, and then obviously having the ability to play that pass. And this is what they lacked in the game against Nottingham Forest at the weekend: the quality of the final third, and then obviously the execution. It wasn't there on the weekend.
I think the goalkeeper, if his decisions to come all the way. Yeah. The way he gets stopped is in no man's land. That's when he's dead.
It's great improvisation, though, isn't it? Because it's the goalkeeper making his mind up for him at that point.
Yeah, without doubt. Salah's got a master craftsman at finishing. You know, the moment he sees him come out, makes his decision easy, but the execution is something spectacular.
Here's the second goal. I mean, Núñez had a bit of an indifferent night. I think at times you were scratching your head with some of the stuff he'd done, but then this is what you're buying for. Yeah,
it's great strength. And like, he raised the demons straight away because it was a terrible miss, let's be quite honest. But great strength, and then to get the header on it when he's two men pulling and pushing him, it was a great finish.
And the nice insight into the dressing room there when you hear Andy saying, I said to him at half-time, I'll put the ball on your head, you know, we'll sort it out together.
Clearly understood what he was saying. It's hard to understand them Scottish people, right? It's a great header. I think his movement, just the aggression, more the intent to want to get there first. I think that's how he gets the goal. You know, he beats the defender, makes sure he's first contact on the ball, and then, yeah, I think he uses the pace from the corner to head it towards goal.
This is a great goal as well. I mean, the play you see here, once he turns there, what I love about this is his ability to turn. And we spoke about it beforehand. Harvey Elliott, who was the most creative player at the weekend, but that run there is a run that Jurgen Klop was talking about after the game. There weren't enough of those runs from deep players, and it's about the quality once Mo Salah gets on the ball, but making those runs in between fullback and centre half. You could question the defending. Could the defenders get across? Could they communicate to fill them spaces? But from that point on, it's an absolutely ruthless finish.
Yeah, great movement. Didn't have this at Nottingham Forest the other day, but, you know, Salah dropping deep, getting on the ball, had time to turn. But Harvey Elliott wasn't making these runs. He had a great game, I thought. He played really well, but just he needs a little bit more of that. If he can add a little bit of, you know, more of a goal threat to his game, he'll be a real top player for Liverpool.
And now the job for Jurgen is to make sure this form is carried into the Premier League.
But this Ajax team are probably a good team for Liverpool to play at the moment because they're going to be open and expansive. They've got to get points on the board, so they're going to come out and play. The problem is if they go back into the Premier League at the weekend and the team sits back and are compact, and the same problems that they had against Nottingham Forest arise. Can they deal with that? Can they unlock that type of team? People have been saying he's out of form and whatnot, but a chance comes in and then bang, he scores.
What a finish.
A fantastic finish. And for most of the half, Mo Salah playing that central hasn't been in the game. This pass here from Henderson outside of his boot, and the keeper just makes the goal even bigger for Salah. And you don't want to give strikers like that the opportunity to make the goal look even bigger, and he does it. This is a great round the corner pass from Henderson. But if you just we've highlighted Blind here. He should already see that Bassett's come out, and he needs to get himself across and pick up Salah. He doesn't, and you give that man time and space inside the box, and he does things like this.
Because Ajax do that. Timber goes out there, and Daley Blind has to cover him there. But it's literally the one moment of quality. I don't know how many shots on target they've had. I don't know the stats, but that moment of quality is the difference.
Listen, Ajax have to win this evening. And as you've said, I mean, they could have been 2-0 up very easily. They started so well.
They will be so frustrated after that first half. They were the better team all over the park. There was a little spell in the middle of that first half where they came back into it, Liverpool. But this is beautiful from Tadic, how he gets out of that corner there. And then from there on, a bit of fortune there, but great pass, great first touch. As he doesn't smash the back of the net.
Great move, fantastic move. Tadic in the corner was fantastic, and then he could hit it first time, or even there, he has to score.
You can't even give Berghaus the benefit of the doubt of being a little bit off balance. He has to bury that, even if, even before he gets the shot away, he could have got it away earlier than that. Again, they were just opened up, Liverpool, weren't they? Liverpool didn't look aggressive. They wasn't pressing together. They looked like they'd lost organisation all across the park. They didn't. You can see here the aggression from Ajax. They wanted it more. They looked as if they wanted it more. Yeah. But I think this is a big miss.
Massive block from Trent.
They got away with one there, Liverpool. But having said that, the goal will change the mindset now. They look like they're coming back into it a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, it is a scoreline that flatters the visitors, doesn't it? In fact, it could be even better for them. They could be 2-0 up, and after the break, we'll very quickly. We still can't quite work out how they're not 2-0 up.
I don't think Firmino can. If you look at his reaction, he can't understand. It's a great move. Firmino's pass, beautiful, and how Nunes is no idea.
Firmino, man, his reaction is brilliant.
What about the pass?
Oh, even Robertson's, it was a beautiful team move.
You see it here, look at his
Watch Firmino at the bottom of the screen there. I
think he's looking for the flag, like no one can understand why it's not gone in. I don't know how he's not scored.
Have you ever been in that type of situation?
Plenty of times, Rio, yeah.
Well, it just worked out for you.
Thanks for asking.
You're cruel.